right, good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and bring this meeting to order. This is the Village of Biscayne Park Planning and Designing Review Board meeting for Monday, September 9th, 2024. It is now 6:30. Do the roll call to Edward Leyva, Scarlett Hammonds.
Here.
David Gruen. Here. Gage Hartung, I'm here, as well as Denisha from the building. Welcome. Okay, we'll go to the resident. Actually, we have an addition to addition and deletion. So the addition is going to be, I'm going to make it 5D. Marinoni, 1002 Northeast 118th Street. This is a metal roof or a roof that we've seen in different incarnations. They weren't on the agenda, but they asked to be here and they have their engineer here. So okay, let's go ahead and hear that one. 5B has been removed by request of the applicant, so that's off. I'm sorry? The parent permit was canceled, okay. And then somebody just walked in, so she's just gonna check. So let's go ahead and we'll go to the agenda. We'll go in order, which would be 5D, Marinoni, 1002 Northeast 118th Street. If I could just ask the applicant and the engineer to come up to the dais, please, or to the microphone. Good evening, sir. Your engineer Sains? Is that the?
No, my name is Edward Badiou. I've been here several months ago on a Davis
Okay.
project as well. It's a similar situation. This is a home built about 89 years ago, almost 90 now. Hand framing, roof rafters, ceiling joists, overloading them with concrete tiles will put those rafters in bending overstress and excessive deflection. And personally, I cannot take that liability to have or to certify that said configuration will safely support the additional loading imposed by the concrete tiles, and recommend the council to,
Okay.
I don't know.
You inspected it in person?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Is there a report? The reason I asked is because we have a report that was submitted under a different engineer's name back in March, it looks like. So do you have the report that you're to present to us for this?
Yeah, and it's been submitted to you folks a while
Might
back.
be in here. Sorry, you're Badu, is that?
Yes, sir. I have a copy if you care to see it.
The last thing I have is the product approval on the. But if you can just provide us with a copy of it.
Sure.
And it's in, Dropbox.
It is, oh, because I'm,
It's on starting on page 9 of the PDF package,
okay,
And
back up to the top.
page 10.
Okay, I see. All right, so we have a Florida licensed engineer. He's here presenting the evidence. We have photographs that are here. I believe they were, I'm not sure if you provided them or somebody else had provided them.
What, the pictures?
There are photographs that we
Yeah,
have.
there are pictures taken by us and attached to the file to begin with. We learned the way you guys function, and
Okay, thank you.
my pleasure.
Any questions on the board?
No, I did the birchwood spec, is that still what you're proposing for the shingle? This birchwood color, is this what you're proposing for the? No.
And it is a dimensional tile or a
Shingle.
right? All right.
Motion to approve.
Okay, David, Ed, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right.
All right.
You're good. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming in. You're all done, Murph. Thank you. Good seeing you. All right, did anybody else come in? Six, I'm sorry, what? H and J. Okay, so next of the residents that are here will be 6A, 470 Northeast 121st Street, windows and doors, Cabrera.
Evening, everybody. I'm Daniel Cabrera.
Give us a second. We're gonna pull it up. It looks like it's a combination of casements, horizontal sliders. Basically, all.
Yeah, the larger windows, I think, are the sliders.
The frame is gonna be aluminum in color,
No, it should have been, the bronze color.
material aluminum with, I'm sorry. Color. It just says frame and it says aluminum, so you're
Oh,
doing
no,
it,
yeah,
you're
the
doing it in
material.
bronze?
Yes.
Question?
No, motion to
No.
approve?
Second.
So is that David? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. You're good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you guys.
All right, next will be 6B, 701 Northeast 119th Street, temporary construction fence, Argenta Group Investments. We'll do the fence, and then 6C is also the same applicant for windows and doors.
Hello.
Hi there. Has the construction permit been, or demolition permit been approved?
Yes.
Okay.
All of it.
Motion to approve.
Yeah, just 1 second. So this is the house on 119. Came before us because of the fence issue, right?
Yeah.
And I noted at the time that the fence in the corner appears to extend beyond the property. Now that construction fence, try to follow the existing fence, but you can see from the drawing that it's into the right of way, right? So now they're putting a construction fence into the right. The property itself has a curved property boundary.
Yeah, so it can't come out to the point. I don't know if you can show her
So
that.
the
Is that-
driveway is,
It'll have to kind of
Yeah.
curve with the
The
property.
reason why they're doing that is that chain link fence that they have there does that. Sends them to the right. So the,
I'm not following, I'm not following you. There's a fence already there?
there's a chain link. This is the
There's-
house.
there's a
that
survey.
had An existing chain link fence fronting the right away. This blue line, that's their property line. The property boundary is that curved line. So this construction fence would have to stay within, it can't extend into the right of way into public property. But the reason why, I know why you're showing it that way, because there's an existing chain link fence that you're just following.
Ed, are you sure you're not talking about the one at Fifth?
Oh, I am, because it looks very much like.
This is seven, this is seven.
Sorry, I mean, the configuration, I apologize then.
Okay.
The configuration, the lot, the pool, the house, everything is
Yeah.
identical to the one on 119th and Fifth.
Yeah.
Got it, different story. But yes, the point still applies to you, which is that your construction fence can't extend out into the right of way. Sorry.
It's got a curve there, so.
So motion to approve pending staying within property line.
Even on 119th.
Okay. Second,
second.
Scarlett, David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, next is gonna be 701 Northeast 119th Street, same address. For windows and doors. Okay. I guess you're getting all your permits in order. So we have a combination of picture windows and horizontal
Why that first page says description is the construction fence one? I don't know. In the back, I don't know. Very clearly, that's all.
Yeah, the application, if you look at the Dropbox, it's for the construction fence. And then it goes into all the window permit information.
The two permits you had.
But all the ones that face west, the windows, you have a combination of picture window and single hung?
Yeah.
And then the ones that face south,
West,
west is the one that faces Seventh Ave, the front of the house. What color are the windows, ma'am?
White.
White?
Mhm.
Thoughts?
And actually see where the schedule is. You know, like I see the drawings of it, but see the actual schedule.
It's in there.
Yeah.
Just excuse us, there's like 109 pages
Right.
of product approval. And we have to kind of scroll to get to the information that we're looking for.
It's-
no, I don't see a schedule. See, the elevations have the types that are indicated. Gauge on the south elevation.
Isn't that the schedule on page 9? W4, W3, W2.
Like the window numbering, but
The last one is W14, then starts at W1 and 2. For instance, like W1 is inside of a shower.
Mhm.
That's. I went all the way to the bottom.
So it's just, there's the drawings that show like you have the numbers, the windows labeled, but you don't actually have like the corresponding number with like a set drawing, so we could see the exact windows, even though it's in the elevations. I mean, if we wanted to trust the elevations, but that's typically we want to have all the information. And that includes a schedule, basically, so.
I'm also concerned with the south elevation having single hung, horizontal roller.
Yeah, that, all of their detail stuff. They have every. type of- but-
So you're talking about the southwest element, that space is 119th Street? Is that what it is?
I think that's the primary elevation. Primary.
You show her your, just that elevation and ask, can that window be changed to like a casement? The window the single hung on that elevation?
Yeah, so our code, there's some verbiage about window types being consistent on right-of-way facing elevations, and so basically it means like a single hung doesn't want to get paired with a horizontal slider, right? So typically when people have horizontal rollers like this, then they would use a casement instead of a single hung. Basically, that'd be a single window that just kind of opens. Located on the side. Like a fix, but if it needs to be operable, it can.
Like if you look at the west elevation on the far left, those are like, those are like casement, but they're probably fixed windows.
Yeah, I think those are-
But it has the same similar look to it.
yeah, it's asking if you'd be open to revising that to a casement. But. fine.
You just need to upload, have your contractor or just upload it with the new basement window, and if you wanted to approve it on that.
Yeah, I was trying to find the other one to show you what we're looking for. So basically here, right, this is the previous application we were just reviewing. So this is what they have, this window schedule. So they have like the windows numbered, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They have the type and the size, the dimension, the material. Yeah, I mean, the NOA is not gonna have it specific to your house, house, because the NOAs are generic for all the sizes they make. It's specific to this. And so if you go to the plan, whoever created this plan, they've numbered them, right? Window 2, window 3, window 4, window 5. Yeah, well, here they just have like wind pressures, right? They don't have it. So basically they would have it like a little chart that says window 5, horizontal roller, dimensions, glass type. That's what we're looking for. Are we willing to just, elevations are clear enough for our purposes?
For me, I'm okay with them.
So just a motion to approve contingent to revising that one opening. At the basement. Yes, right, yeah. Second.
Yes.
Okay. Ed, Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carries. Thanks. Thank you. You too. All right, did anybody else come in? 6H is my next one. Okay. Okay, so the next one would be 6H, 885 Northeast 111th Street, front gate, Oliver Pierre. Hello, sir.
Hello.
All right, so what'd you come back with?
5 feet wide, 6 feet tall.
Right?
6H. So pedestrian gates are allowed, 6 foot high, 5 feet wide. Okay, max. All right, so does that include the trellis? Or the trellis is actually at 6 feet?
I'm removing the top.
Taking the trellis out. Okay,
Motion to approve?
okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. David, Ed. Okay, you're good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for working with us, man. We're a good one. 6J, 1007 Northeast 112th Street, gravel driveway, Mario Morales.
Hi, I'm Mario Morales.
Just give us 1 second. We open.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you came in to see us before, I believe, and asked there's some
Yes.
questions on this.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna put a new driveway next to the the one that's
The
existing.
old one, yeah, the 61, yeah.
Okay, and the old one is, I forget, I'm sorry, the old one is gravel too?
No, it's paving.
Paver, okay.
Yeah.
And then the new one is gonna be gravel.
Yeah, it's gonna be gravel. Yeah,
What type of gravel? I don't,
black stones.
do you have a picture of it or like some kind of specification of what type of gravel it is?
No, I don't.
Did you find out what it is? 'Cause
No, not yet.
Our requirements is we need to know like a dimension and like what type of gravel it is.
Okay, I can,
I mean, even if you wanted to sit down and like Google the Home Depot gravel, it would help expedite you because I know you've been here before on this,
Yeah.
so. Um,
Question, no, the existing driveway is pavers or? it's-
no, not paver, the asphalt. Yeah, like asphalt, yeah.
you're gonna do black gravel with a black asphalt, so it's gonna have a similar style to it. I mean, it's kind of pushing it a little bit. It's gonna be very hot. Um. So the thing is that it does require that we need to know what the gravel is, like how big it is.
All right, I
So,
can sit
so
down,
if you
look
can,
for
if
it.
you want, we have other people, we can
Yeah.
go and then come back to you.
Sure,
It's just that, you know, unfortunately, if you don't have that information, we're probably gonna have to table it for you to come back in 2 weeks with that information.
No.
But if you want to sit down and look it up,
sure, I will.
we can,
Yeah.
we can revisit you at the end of after we've spoken with everybody else,
Okay,
okay? All
perfect, yeah.
right,
Thanks.
thank you. 6N would be the next one, 11345 Northeast 100 Northeast 9th Court, sorry. Lomry? This gentleman's also been here with us before.
Yep.
So this is just a concrete approach, I believe, on a existing ribbon driveway.
Correct, right. Concrete
Okay.
to the existing ribbon, yep.
Concrete ribbon with a concrete approach.
Concrete,
What's-
yep.
Is there any reason you're making the approach wider than the ribbons?
Well, it's 230 square feet. So to get the calculations on here, to make the, your, percentage pervious to, percentage impervious cannot exceed 40%. So if you,
Yeah, I'm
yeah, if you,
Why you wouldn't make it, just out of curiosity, why you wouldn't make it narrower, right? Because you're,
you.
show you what I mean? Because when a car pulls in,
Yeah,
their tires are gonna go over the two ribbons. So you've got
Yeah.
3 feet of approach
right.
on either side.
Right. It's because you cannot exceed 40% of your,
He's good.
Yeah. So
percentage per, he got it under 40 at 39.9, so those are the calculations that he,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
It's a personal choice.
yeah.
If
It's,
you- If you
okay.
wanna
Uh,
see what he's talking, so
yeah, I saw
you
it,
basically have a square
Yeah.
that then goes in 2.5 feet to the part where it goes up. And I don't know if you can see this. but- So it's like you're gonna have a line that goes very distinctly across, and then go up versus having it just be the width of the part that goes all. That's what he was asking. So that was a specific decision. You wanted it to be wider by 2. Okay.
It looks, it's just, it's a little odd design decision.
He made it
But if
smaller,
that's
you'd
what
be
you want-
less, even lower than 40. You'd be at 37. So you could make it so that it just goes basically with its little flares at the bottom and then just goes straight up to there. Right now, you're basically paying concrete guy this extra part and that extra part. Somewhere on your line, on your property, it'll look like this. If this is your driveway, it'll have these two squared parts and then the rest of your driveway is just gonna keep going in a straight line. Whereas what a lot of people do is if they have an existing ribbon and they have nothing else, they make it so that the driveway just connects to the existing ribbon. That makes sense. Whereas yours, it's going wider and then square across. It's almost like you have one square pad and then the rest of the driveway out. What the ribbons are. Okay, and that's the way you want it? Okay. Okay, as long as that's, then, as long as that's
That's it.
wanted, then.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Can I have a motion, please?
Yeah, motion to approve.
David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, motion carries. You're good, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
6M, okay. All right, we'll go back up to them. Next will be 6M, 11123 Northeast Eighth Avenue, skylight installation. Mitchell.
Hey,
Got
everybody.
everybody else.
You
Just wanna make
approved
sure
this, I
everybody's
think,
here.
January, February, but it was under an interior renovation, so it's just been resubmitted by a roofer now as an exterior.
Motion to approve.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. That was David Scarlett. Okay, you're good, sir. Thank you. Oh, is the next. Okay, we have 6011412 Northeast Eighth Avenue. Driveway and walkway, B Park 114.
Evening.
Hi, good evening. All right. So this is just for the driveway and the walkway up to the front door?
Yes.
Okay.
And if I add, so in your calculation for the driveway. Oh, actually, maybe that sheet's just for the driveway. You get, it doesn't have any portion that's associated with the pavers that you're doing from the driveway to the front. You know the dimensions on that?
The walkway is roughly 4 feet wide typically. In terms of length, one portion is about 12 turn, maybe another 5, 5, and 5. Yeah, roughly. So 12 foot coming from the driveway. Then I'd say even 4 feet. Landing, step up 4 feet.
But the applicable ordinance would be just for the driveway. The walkway would fall into the 50% of lot coverage of. the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, just because they were on the same thing. I mean, I was just doing it as the front yard square footage is 2430, right? So 600 is at 2469. I'm assuming that's the, you know, okay, should still be-
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, under
yeah, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have to be factored in that calc sheet, right? That's just for the
Yeah, but that one there then supposed to be another one that's the 50% of lot thing for the thing. So that's why it's,
Yeah.
doesn't look like it's exceeding it, but
But there should be a total overall lot coverage calculation for the entire property. I mean, this is the front, you're saying this is 24%? Is that the way I'm reading this?
for the drive.
Or the driveway, 24 and 24 for the swale? 0.2469. 0.469. So they're saying they're 24, basically. Am I
Yeah,
reading that correctly?
yeah, the problem is that that sheet doesn't take into account the drive or the pavers part, like you could almost approve it as the driveway part, but if for the other walking connecting part, we would see that as a separate permit.
No, I mean, it's the front yard, so I mean, the walkway is part of the driveway calculation.
But they don't have a slot for it on the sheet.
Yeah, but you would calculate it with the driveway. It's all the area in the.
Why I was asking him the math is like, it'll still be under 40, but now I don't know if that puts adding those two parts as keeping the entire lot under 50.
Yeah, so, but where is the calculation for the entire lot?
We're saying that sheet is in here because the only thing on a driveway application is this sheet, so he. They do it, not that it's his fault, that it really wasn't. That was-
Yeah, but when this is a new construction house, so there should be a permit for the new construction that probably had the driveway on there originally when they did the calculations.
On the
There
original
should be-
site plan.
There should
Well,
be
lot
some,
coverage is probably covered on that.
yeah, but that, we gotta confirm that because this is a really big house and pool on this lot. We gotta make sure that they have not exceeded their 50% lot coverage total.
I'm a little concerned because every single.
But it's correct, to take that number, divide by 2. that- Whether or not that measuring, but it's a different thing, but
We have their, original application,
you'd have to pull up
the master permit on, DWS 24-47. Number 6, Huh? Know what I said? What is the circled proposed retention area? Is that something that's been approved or is that something is that an actual physical structure or is it just a indentation in the land?
I mean,
land?
it's just
It's like
land.
scooping, just scooping kind of thing? So we're just looking to see our total lot coverage right now.
No problem. Did you also want to check 6P? That's mine as well, if you guys wanted to discuss that now.
Oh, is that so you're here for 6P also?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Let's just finish this one before we move on
Sure.
there. Well, there should have been a master, when they did the master construction, there should have been a site plan and calculations for the entire thing, including the pool, the driveway, the main structure, all that, because that's what's missing on his application here is we don't know what the total lot coverage for the entire property is. We have the calculation for the front yard, but not for the entire lot. Usually when they apply for the for the building permit, it's on master plan.
Also for.
Okay, so it's on the master plans, you're at 49.3% for your lot coverage. So you're right at the maximum. And you showed a 30-foot wide driveway.
Mhm.
Is that what we have here? 30-foot with the little tiny walkway up to this, 10-foot wide up to the front door. So it looks the same shape of what you're applying for. So,
Page film, the other wrinkle is that 6B's impervious sheet is the same as 6O. So one of the two of them has been duplicated. I don't know which one. Right one. I don't know if inside the system there might be. Okay.
so can somebody just look really quick? So this, what he's applying for is 30-foot wide? 20 feet wide, 20 feet wide? And then 10-foot 2 for the walkway? There, doesn't look like it's dimensioned on this. And I'll get to your question, David, I'm sorry. But I just want to make sure that, it appears to be what was on the master plan. So you're just gonna have to submit that calculation sheet. Because, at the master plan, you were at 49 point something. You were literally at your maximum lot coverage.
Mhm.
So, it looks pretty much the same.
I would. It's kind of weird taking two different things. Since the other sheet is the same impervious, but it doesn't have the actual survey. This shows 81 feet across, so I would assume that this is the correct impervious one for this one, so I would say. This one is correct, but that we're gonna need to table the next one because we're missing the survey, and I think that is the wrong pervious calculation.
Also, there is square footage impervious on the sheet. So on the bottom right, under that drainage calculations, it has building area 4460, pool deck, concrete walkway 15166, walkway 118.3, landscape area, water area, etc. But if you add up building area at 4460, pool deck, concrete walkway at 1516, walkway at 118, get just over 6,000 and change. Get
Okay, yeah, so they were at. The lot is 12,150 square feet.
really, because property appraiser puts it at 12,175.
Okay, so 25 feet off. So,
But even that would be 50.07 if these numbers are accurate. So I would probably table this and ask the applicant to just go back, double check, sharpen the pencil, adjust as needed, but
you might want to consider maybe narrowing down the walkway or something like that to bring you down to the 50%.
Got it.
So if we table this, you would just have to resubmit.
Let's see.
Yeah, because that sheet says this. Then the other one doesn't have the right stuff, but I would say. Or that other word, so that we don't have.
So we have two sheets. We have the total lot coverage sheet and we have the driveway sheet, which you've done the driveway sheet. So we're gonna table this, I imagine, because it's over 50% lot coverage. The way we're reading it by a hair. So
But
you
let
just.
me ask you this though, quick question. That has 12,150 public,
that'll make your problem worse.
Okay,
I
got
gave-
it.
I gave you the
That
benefit
20
of-
feet.
I gave you the benefit
That
of
would,
the-
that would just kind of slightly make
I
me,
gave you the benefit of the property appraiser number.
yeah,
At 12,175 for lot area,
Mm.
you're at 50.07.
I see. Ah.
Otherwise, it says on the sheet you're at 50.2 at 12,150,
Mm.
so.
So I'm right there.
Negligible difference, but you're slightly.
So we're gonna table it to bring it back to shave it down a little bit and also provide all of the forms necessary.
Yeah, so when you
Um,
come back, you get the other form, which
Sure.
is about the total lot coverage,
Right.
not just the driveway lot coverage.
Right.
So can I get a motion?
Do you need-
Table.
You have a question, sir?
So, but you have the impervious, so you're good, right?
We-
You
we
just
have
need the
one for
lot
We have
coverage.
the one for the driveway. So there's one calculation
Yeah.
for driveways.
Right.
and There's another calculation for all the improvements on the property. So we just want that second.
All right, so I have a motion to table from Ed.
Do you need to see the paver at all or not really? You don't need the,
No,
And
Not really.
it's also in the package.
it is, but I just want to make sure, just sometimes you want to.
did I get a second?
Yeah, I said second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, so we're tabling 6-0. Okay, so now we have 6P, 11780 Northeast Eighth Avenue, concrete driveway, B Park,
Motion to table.
117 LLC. So I think we have the same issue here is.
Motion to table, and what would also be nice is that total lot coverage. So they don't have.
So I think it's the same thing. We are at 24.69.
Well, that's the wrong sheet. That's the sheet for the other one. We don't have the sheet. We're missing the survey also.
I mean, there's the survey, the last page.
Uh,
Am I looking at the right one?
does it show 81 feet across?
It shows,
That doesn't have the markings. The way, the other one had the survey, which
I see. what you're
has a
saying.
very clear boundary
cop-
of it.
They copied and pasted it, but they took out the dimensions. Maybe.
I think that they just, the other 6.0 had more pages. And one of them was just like the clear survey that shows the bottom barrier being 81. This one's 16 pages, the 6P is 9 pages. So I think that it has the wrong impervious pervious and it's just missing some of the pieces that are included.
Okay. So on that last page, they have the same thing, the same calculations that you had, the drainage calculations, Ed?
Yeah,
Is that what you're looking at?
yeah. And
so if
this
I'm-
one, it's under.
Okay,
right?
but it's
not-
11,310 divided by 2, so they're at 5,655.
They're at 48.8%.
And then, yeah, this is landscape area 5,793. I do have a motion to table it though.
Sorry, your concern is that the driveway calc is not applicable to this.
Yeah, it's the same one as the other one. They don't have the survey to prove that they're both exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So is that clear? This one.
You got it.
Of those two forms, you probably need both to come back corrected for this one, because this one has the driveway, but it's the exact identical to the other property, which is probably.
Got it.
Okay, so I have a motion to table. David, Ed, all in favor, say aye. Aye. So we're tabling them both for the exact same information.
So do I automatically go until to the following meeting? Am I auto? that work?
What does he need to do to get onto the next agenda? Submit the documents by this Friday.
If you want to be on the agenda for the next meeting, you would have to submit the documents by this Friday at 4 p.m., which would be September.
Okay, Friday by 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And then the next meeting is next Monday, correct?
No, it's the 23rd.
23rd.
Yes, so it's the Monday after.
And then I think you were saying send you an email too.
Yes, send an email just to notify us that you did upload it in case we missed the notification that you submitted new documentation.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, yes, have a good evening.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. And I have these two gentlemen back here, but this gentleman here, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, he's not on the agenda? Okay, all right. So let me finish and then we'll speak to you if that's okay. Next will be 6R, 11827 Northeast 7th Avenue, a metal roof. I think it's a gentleman right over there.
You
The
guys still,
metal re-roof, as in replacing an existing?
no, we're gonna replace the existing tile roof with metal.
Okay, so
And it falls under the metal roof application guidelines.
you're at a 3.5 by 12
Mhm.
inch.
Yep,
Okay. Um,
overhang 24, fascia 6.
24 all the way, whoop, what is
Yeah,
that?
all the way around, yeah.
And the color of the metal roof?
Sierra Tan, I have a sample here. If you want to see the physical color. And I also provided the chart, the color chart.
Is there I'm sorry, it's like 144 pages. So, is there a diagram that shows the overhang all the way around the perimeter? And the 6-inch fascia?
Yeah, and I also submitted pictures. I have some pictures if you want to see them.
Okay.
I submitted the actual form.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I don't.
Yeah, it's-
There's a form that you sign that has like you testify that it has all the overhangs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got the form there, but I don't see it.
He's got it in his hand, you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, I have it here. You're welcome to have a copy of it.
And the photographs, can you show us the photographs, I guess?
Here.
What do you do? Upload all this just to the box? It looks pretty, the house has the overhangs on it. It just maybe might be there, we just don't have it in the box.
Motion to approve?
Second.
For the color and for a family.
Sierra.
I have a sample here.
Shade of brown,
Okay, brown.
call it light brown.
No, this is way, yeah,
Trying to help you.
Very,
it's like,
very
like,
brown.
well.
Yeah.
It's,
Motion to-
it's,
Motion.
I have a motion, I have a second, David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, motion carried.
let's do it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, next will be 6S, 11929 Northeast and 6th Avenue, metal re-roofs, Ivanov. The color is, we do, we need those diagrams and the pictures uploaded. I don't know. They have to be uploaded, yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Second. All right, so same question, is the diagram uploaded? Okay, so you're 24-inch overhang, 6-inch fascia all the way around? On all sides?
I'm not sure. I'm not the roofing company. I'm the owner.
Okay,
So I believe they submitted the application according to the regulation.
just give us a second. We're gonna
Sure.
look through the.
It's like tape measure, stuff like that. Going in and he has each edge like labeled by. part of-
Okay,
tape
yeah.
measure on them, so.
And the color?
The color, here is the sample of the metal color. So it's a dark gray,
It's like bronze or dark.
mud,
it-
mate, but
big-
as an alternative, if that color is,
I mean, is it gray? Ed, can you see that color?
Well, the issue is.
no, they need
As
Package
it's,
is called matte black.
yeah.
this matte black, yes.
Circle saying matte black.
Okay, so yeah, that's an issue.
But
What's
I-
the
I-
second-
I brought
what's the
the
second
tile
app?
to compare it, so it's, I don't know.
if you, so you wanna talk. One issue is that black, so if there was anything gray in the name, said charcoal gray.
Brown.
Okay, no problem. Black is in approved. So if there's any other one, then
Yeah, just so you know, it's silver, gray, copper, brown, and white. Those are the 5 approved colors. Now, of course, within there, you know, we work with you on light gray, light brown, dark brown, but it has to be silver, gray, brown, copper, and white.
so
Black.
if you find a, for instance, very, no, that says it's on a blue, so.
There's slate gray. There's slate
Like
gray.
Yeah, you could find a very, very dark color. If it doesn't say black in the name, then we can approve it, but if it says matte black and it's circle, we're kind of stuck. So I don't know if you wanna go back and get samples of any other ones and.
Or make a decision right now on the spot and we could consider it.
Like,
If you're not in a huge rush, take your time, come back in 2 weeks with a new color.
And if you come back, you'll be considered old business, so you'll be towards the top of the agenda.
that charcoal, and you have all the other stuff like that charcoal gray might be close to that, but yeah, I would
Yeah, it's
wait and get the right.
Yeah, what manufacturer your roofer is using will have a certain set of colors that they make, right? So check with your roofer and pick a color that's. And for those colors, he knows because he filled out the form. Like this is in the package, right? So he put this together, which is a requirement. But on the first page of this, it has bold font, the roof colors are limited to these. So you can tell him, hey, it's gotta be one of those 5 shades.
Motion to table.
All right,
Black of those. Fortunately,
I have a motion to table.
yeah, motion to tape, second.
David, Ed, on favor, say aye, aye.
Yeah, by Friday, I guess just
Aye.
upload this page really is all you're doing, because he wrote matte black here. So if you just cross that off, put the new color and upload that sheet, and then like she said, maybe send her an email, say, hey, I uploaded a new color, please put me on the next agenda.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so just really quickly, since we have technically a walk-on discussion item, and we have the gentleman over there and this gentleman here. What's this right here? But he submitted his plans, but he just didn't make it to the agenda. And so we're taking him as we're gonna vote on this? Or is it a discussion item or? New construction. It's just a. All right, so. Okay, but it was for a metal roof. So it's 11130 Northeast 10th Avenue? All right, so we're gonna add that as a discussion item because we can't really technically vote on it because it was not on the agenda. But since it's a metal roof, it seems like you might actually have some questions for us. So I'm gonna let her pull that up. And we do have a walk-on 7A, but the gentleman that was on the agenda over here, sir, are you ready for us now? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go back to 6J 1007 Northeast 112th Street, gravel driveway. He wanted to do black gravel. He does not have a product approval or product of a picture of what the gravel is. And so, you know, we have to know what it looks like. And so, motion to table.
Also code based off the size. So we have to know what it looks like and how big it is.
Yeah, yes. So there's like a minimum dimension that you have to have,
The max.
and a maximum, exactly. I have a motion from David, or from Ed. David, all in favor, say aye, aye. All right, so we're gonna table you. And if you can get that uploaded by Friday and let them know, they can put you on the next agenda. Thank you. All right, so now discussion 7A, 690 Northeast 118th Street. Is
Sorry, Gage, what's the address?
690 Northeast 118th Street. They have some questions for us. Okay. Okay,
So,
hello. You just pull the microphone down a little bit, like, there you go, so we're gonna hear you.
is it better? Okay. So this is an existing lot. There's an existing structure, which is a single residence. The point of this project is to actually demolish and go for a new construction. That would be a 3-bedroom and 4-bathroom. My questions are in regards to pool location, roof overhangs, and carport. This is a corner lot, and so we have 2 frontages, right? And we have a 30-foot setback on each side of those 2 fronts. If we wanna, the point is to, we get to the setbacks, 10 in the rear and 10 on the side, we have no room for a pool. So would it be acceptable to request the pool location to be on the second frontage, which would be on Northeast 7th Ave by variance?
Okay, so the answer, so my impression would be that you would have the hardship on the existing structure. But since you're removing the existing structure, you're removing the hardship because then the question could come back to you and say, well, build the house in a way that you could actually fit the pool in within the code. So,
If I keep 2 walls of the existing or even 1 wall of the existing house, would then be considered and be possible to have a variance?
Or would it makes,
That'd be 50% of the structure, not 1 wall, 2 walls.
50% of the structure?
Yeah, to consider it that you didn't, that it's not new construction, it's a renovation and it's.
Or an
other
addition.
Whatever setbacks, but I still think the minute you, to Gage's point, it's very common that corner lots have issues with pools
Mm.
and they get variances very often. And
Yeah.
it's Frequently approved condition,
Right.
but to Gage's point, that's all existing homes. New construction on a corner lot gives the homeowner an opportunity to design the house in a way that they can put the pool in the bath.
It's
So
a
more
small, it's,
challenging to get
right,
variance.
but it's a
Or-
small lot, so,
being strategic, would you possibly approve and get accepted for pool variance before you did?
That's
any
another
sort
story,
of
right? Like if you just build a new home and wait a year and then come back and say, I want to get a pool and it's, you know.
Or if you do the pool.
Or the
variance
opposite,
First.
yeah.
before-
Yeah, sorry, mate, to your point, do the pool variance.
before you demolish the existing structure.
is that acceptable?
I mean, obviously you have to meet the 4 points of the variance request. You have to get approved we have to give a recommendation. You have to get the village commission to do it. I mean, I'm looking at the street view right now. And if you were going to go that route, my first question would be, you have a lot of land behind the house on the 7th Avenue side, between the house and the house to the property line to the south.
So there's
Like
a
a car and
septic,
there's like a detached garage there or something like that.
right, yes,
So
so
to
this
me,
is
it would
a
be
ve-
like, you have a lot of land to put your pool there.
Well, the existing one is a very small house.
Yeah.
It's 1,200 square feet maximum. And then there's a septic and a leach field.
Okay.
So
Well-
in order to accommodate I'm gonna say a decent sized house for a new construction, a 3-bedroom, we have to move the septic. I mean, we're gonna have a new septic, but we have to move it and allow for a bigger drain field and septic tank.
Yeah, but the septic field and the drain field can be in the front setback. It doesn't have to be on the property. So you could technically, if you're moving a whole new thing, you could put that into the
The
setback.
way, can I show you the site plan that I have or?
Sure, you can, if you'd like to just set it over there. You have a.
This is extracted from the survey. boundary survey. So basically, this is the structure. And this is the garage. So what I would like to know is if, because we are also on a budget, we cannot go higher, we cannot do a two-story house. So doing a 3-bedroom with 4 bath works here with a drain field area approximately with the population report. So we still are in the design phase, so we're going to have to calculate all of this. But the new pool basically would be located on the second frontage.
Is that the, where's the street address? Is it off Seventh Avenue?
The entrance is on this.
But the actual street address is off.
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing you probably also would have an issue with being inside of 10 feet so like you did a good job with all these setbacks here.
Yeah.
Right, but
I
they
thought it was
probably,
like Miami, a 6-foot water.
it's 10 foot to the water line.
Or setback for pool or. Wow. That's.
I mean, that's
this
a
is all,
detail.
You know, that'll be part of the variance, yeah.
So would it be acceptable to present a variance now for the pool with the existing structure, but it hasn't been touched? And get this accepted and then move on to the new construction? Right. Does, if the variance is accepted, does the pool need to be done before the new construction of the house?
Variance is kind of probably for the pool. I mean, I just by looking at the picture of the property and seeing all, I mean, I would have an issue with,
So it's not
why
like
can't you, why
that.
can't you put your pool
This,
there?
this is because I'm just right here at the setbacks already.
But look at this.
The existing one?
Facing, yeah.
Right.
you go for a pool now,
Right, right,
So you try to put a pool there.
correct.
House. At
But
this
the,
point,
the
someone's
the
gonna say, "What?"
existing is already over the setback, so that would be,
And that's the grandfather, so you put a
Right.
pool there. But to get this point, they would be asking you about, you know, why not fit it in this area or into this area here or something.
the septic is already here.
Yeah, but they'll tell you that something, it's not a hardship, it's not a condition that you can't modify. So if you remove the variance, it's not meant to be a simple process. Right? Bar. Sometimes we'll say, oh, I said, we're drain field.
Hmm.
You can find indication, because the drain field can be here, that's. Again, we only have a single condition, so. It's the case.
Then
That's a
so-
potential response.
Thank you. My other.
I mean, this is not, I mean, carport, we allow carports, allow for driveways. This is.
Right, but so my other question was, is it allowed to do a concrete roof? Not aluminum, because when I,
It's part of the house. and it's
an
part of the
overhang,
parking,
right?
but then you have setbacks.
Right,
The
exactly.
column of the concrete that member.
Okay, so then in aluminum, is it possible, and can the aluminum overhang be of 10 feet? And then be one piece with a covered porch and the carport?
The carport is limited to 20 feet by 20 feet
Yeah,
with a 5-foot front side. So,
Right.
so you have your 20 by 20 here,
right,
this would not be allowed.
this will not be allowed. Okay,
So
But that's,
physically, it could be part of the carport and the porch, could you do it without having a column, right? You have an overhang, but anything that's supporting that,
Yeah.
vertical post,
Yeah.
that would be. You know,
inside the face,
So you probably couldn't have covered porch fence.
correct.
You could have a 5-foot, it's cantilever up there.
So this needs to be covered. And what is the maximum overhang after that? I think 3 feet overhang. But I mean, for this one, it was,
it's like
right,
a reasonable.
Yeah. that-
right, okay, so. That
Somebody
might-
trying to project it out. 2 to 3 4. Usually beyond that, it's not feasible. Feasible.
No, I mean, okay, no, that's. Let me just check my notes with my other questions. In case. Yes, of course.
This, as,
You want
yeah, let
the-
me see, so like this.
Yeah.
So if you have an existing house that is already non-conforming into the front setback,
Yeah.
to the side setback,
Mhm.
I would take advantage of that. Why demolish that? Because you have a wall that's non-conforming now, that if you maintain the 50%, you can keep it.
Mhm.
So you might want to consider repurposing some of that structure.
I tried,
Okay,
yeah, I tried hard,
okay.
Yeah. but it's
So
just,
you take it down, you have to come back to third.
no, I know, I understand that. And I tried hard, but it's just not
4 feet plus.
6.
Yeah, it's 10 feet. That you already own, you already have.
No, I understand that. The problem is that it would be so costly to have to renovate everything inside, to get renovated, basically, do an addition, it's just, yeah, but I don't wanna have a.
I know, but your reasoning for a variance is kind of getting, dwindles down. I'm noticing that you have this pocket back here that you could actually put a pool in.
So yeah, back to the argument of who marries first, like, yes, they're gonna see.
No, but, yeah, but
They're gonna
did
say
you
get
see,
rid
do you
of that
see, this is a 12-foot room.
No, no,
It's tiny. It's only a 2-bedroom.
Your reasoning to have a variance for here is
Yeah.
you have this space, you have this space.
So for within the existing, yeah.
They saw
They're
that.
gonna say, okay, you're separating from here, no problem, you have all this for great size pool. So yeah, probably going for a variance based on this.
It's not gonna work out. And if we do the new construction first and then variance for the pool, is that a possibility or?
So it is, it is a possibility, but there's, I would not put a guarantee on it. You might get this house up and then they might turn around and say, well, you might put this house. Sure, taking that into account, you know, but the argument could be made later on down the road, hey, that, you know, we don't have any space, because this happens a lot, we have corner lots and things.
Right.
Put a pool here, put a pool here.
Friendly suggestion too is one thing that has we've seen people come back with unfortunately happening is they think the drain field is gonna be one size and then when they get rederm and all that type of stuff,
Oh,
it has to
it's
be
different.
even bigger.
That's a little.
Yeah, exactly. So
so-
I'm waiting to have the engineering, but I wanted to have a step ahead to know what's possible, what's not possible, what's acceptable and what's not.
I just think. I don't really see why it costs.
This
want a
was an
pool,
addition,
You've got room for a pool, even with a
yeah.
new structure, and I think you can do this whole house, it's back here, you have whatever, standard 10-foot setback. 10-foot setback, right? I just think you could certainly make a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, and 3.5. Without losing space
No,
for a
not-
pool, it's.
not with, it's
But
extremely
everything,
different.
everything new would have to be at 30 feet, so anything from this point on would have.
Will
at
have to
30.
be set back.
Thirty.
Yeah.
Well, this one. No, anything
From where?
new would have to meet the
Yeah, but
30.
I'm saying that she kept this, although this
If
is
I-
already past 30. Yeah, so that's a good point.
Okay, so thank you for that. The other and last question is, if we do not do a carport and just looking on the front. So same thing, right? We cannot do a covered porch because then it needs supports and then needs to be inside the 30, right?
Permanent supports.
So just an overhang.
You know, Niagara.
But is it acceptable to have a driveway and have the cars in the first leg? Like just, I mean, in really, that's fine? Oh,
Your property authorized.
okay. Perfect. So this would work.
It would work. if
It
you-
just needs to be small.
One of the positives is that you have 2 frontages, so your driveway can't cover more than 40%. So you have a huge
Right,
frontage.
yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, all right, no. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. All right, so we have another walk-on 7B 11130 North Distinctive. Here, do you have anything to show us? Huh? Oh, it's in here?
So just refresh the Dropbox, you'll see the documents that was submitted.
Thank you. Good luck. This is 11130. Okay, discussion. All right, so it's in the Dropbox now. Germain Arroyo is
Yes.
the name, okay? So this is a discussion and request for a roof permit.
Re-roofing, correct.
Re-roof shingles to shingles roofing. Okay. Does the house currently have shingles?
Yes,
So you're the homeowner, not the.
correct.
So kind of heard a little bit of what you said, but you originally were gonna try to redo, re-roof with shingles.
Re-roofing shingles, I was,
Someone told you that's not permitted.
the contractor told me that he was advised that it was not permitted, that we can do only,
Not 100% true, right?
Okay.
They are discouraged. But it is very limited circumstances where you could do shingle to shingle, right? You'd have to have a letter from an engineer stating that the existing roof framing structure cannot support anything other than shingles. And that engineer would have to give a sign and seal report with photos,
okay,
and they would have to come to one of these meetings and present that.
And
to
present it.
us. In that circumstance, you would allow to do shingles again. So I don't know if
Understood.
you've asked your roofer whether or not it's worth an engineer looking at your roof.
I,
framing.
I know an engineer and inspector, and I was asking around people that I know, and the cost of the engineer of coming, like to take a picture, and then he will
Yeah,
advise
there
me
is-
and all that.
Again,
I'm like,
we don't want shingle roofs anyway, so that's fine. And just want to
Exactly.
make sure it's not as simple as saying you're not allowed, right? It's just
right,
only allowed under very limited.
circumstances.
So instead of doing shingles now, you want to do a metal roof, which is probably better for the long.
Now
run
we're looking
anyway.
into the metal roof so that we don't go into this back and forth of shingles, why not? And it is my understanding for what I research online that the metal roof, it's even lighter than
Yeah,
the
it's
shingles a
also
lot of
very
times.
light.
But there are
So I
some.
I don't see a point. I don't know. I don't think an engineer is gonna go and say this was not.
No, but a metal roof is, it's not that, the issue with the metal is you're allowed to do a metal roof in place of shingles. But the issue becomes they do give the architectural requirements for a metal roof. So that's,
Now, if you do a metal roof, there are other code obligations that come into play that your house may or may not. do.
Oh, understand. Got it. Okay.
so the question would become, it's a 412 according to the documents that are submitted. So with a 412, do you have a 12-inch perimeter overhang?
Yes. A little. I think it's a little more than 12 inch.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then do you
might
have a
be 2 feet.
6-inch fascia?
Yes.
Okay, so then you just have to have the documentation that you have a 12-inch perimeter
Okay.
overhang and a 6-inch fascia.
Okay.
And then you have to, the color has to be, what Ed had said, which was silver, gray, brown, copper, or white.
All right. And variations like charcoal, like in between that, is that okay
As long
too?
as it says charcoal gray. You know what I'm saying? It says black, no.
If it says charcoal blue?
No blue. So, you know,
Blue gray.
but
Well, funny enough, and what they send me, it says charcoal blue, but I see a charcoal and then it says, blue gray something, and it looks darker that I don't see it blue, but
I would just be.
we go by the name, not by the,
I would be very, very resident of anything with blue in it personally, because
Right.
I have visions of IHOPs. You know, it's just, huh?
I assume.
yeah.
No, you know, pancakes. Hey, you know, I think we went down the road of blue, gray on a house over on 119th or 17th or something like that, and it kind of came out of very blue, so I would be very hesitant of
Right.
color blue.
Anyways,
Okay.
make it simple, just have
Yeah.
gray,
No,
silver.
I'm
white,
looking towards
brown or
something darker
copper,
than the
and-
usual, but yeah, I'll look the gray and
So
charcoal.
there's a
type of-
form that you fill out that has,
Mm-hmm.
you show the overhang, you give us pictures of all the house,
the
you
house
show
number.
the fascia, you sign it,
Mhm.
I guess you're the owner, so you sign it, not the contractor.
Mhm.
And then you submit the color and you submit your application and we should be able to look at it the next meeting. If that's what
Okay.
you want to go for.
Yeah, I'm gonna double look into the shingles, because I had the idea of putting impact windows and starting.
Well, I mean,
We're
I
working the house, but if I go with the metal roof, it's gonna,
you're,
tighten
so
the
if you-
budget.
if you decide to do shingles, you have to get a Florida licensed,
Mhm.
our, engineer.
engineer.
They have to do a visual
Submit-
inspection, they have to do it. My first
submit
question
pictures.
to you is gonna be, you're the exact same architecture of the houses on each side of you, and they have tile roof. So why do they have tile roof? And why would yours not be able to
Right.
support a tile roof?
They redid that house with metal.
Yeah, I've seen plenty. I've seen plenty of houses going to metal and shingle to metal, so that's when I figured, I'm like, I'm just gonna waste time.
All those duplexes, I have one down the street from me that
Mhm.
it was duplex. I'm the first one of the duplex that turns into the single family. So,
Okay.
but I know all of the guys, it's all the same builder. in
The same time,
1973.
right?
And most of them switched to tile but then that one at the corner has already switched to metal roof, and I think there's another one that's in the process.
In the process, yeah, so
What I would say is frankly, if you try and do the engineering, go to shingle stuff, either the engineer is gonna say, no, you could have tile because all these other ones do, or we're gonna come back and be like, what's the difference between? your
What's
roof
in
and
between your,
everything?"
yeah, that's why we started the discussion on the metal. And you clarify now the color, for me, that was one of the things. Is there any issues with the rain gutters, or that's completely separate, or once the roof is done, I can install them?
Separate permit.
It's a separate
Separate
permit.
permits, so we'll have to,
They're permitted.
yeah, okay. So I'll work on that separately. Well, we'll,
To your point, I'm seeing now that the adjacent houses are all cookie cutter.
They're exactly all duplex.
yeah, they're duplexes,
fact
they're
that
the
they have
same,
Tile means your roof is the same framing as theirs, so.
yeah.
They were all built in 1970.
Exactly the same, yeah. Okay, thank
Alright,
you very much.
so
We'll
just,
resubmit, I'll talk to them to resubmit, and the roofer will change it to metal, and we'll look into the color.
Okay,
Thank you for your time.
thank you, sir. Okay, I have the minutes from Monday, August 19th, 2024 meeting. Listen to that air conditioner make all that noise. Like it's dying. Mm.
Hey, Edward, I wanted to say thank you for making a motion to excuse me last. I would do it for you.
Okay. I didn't see anything jumped out. Have a motion. Scarlett, David, Ed Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, next would be, Old Business 5A, 967 Northeast 117th Street, metal roof fence.
Just from meeting.
Um, Why is this back on here again? Because was it?
So you
Just
guys
question.
can, yeah, so you guys can review what the changes that they submitted.
Yeah, because there was an issue on the horizontal part. But they're doing 4 feet, 3 feet setback, which we approved.
They needed to have smaller gaps. Proposed horizontal. That's what you guys tabled it for.
Because there was going to be a pool there at some point,
6H.
which is the gates. Okay. Motion.
Motion to approve.
It's for the gate.
Yeah. David, Ed, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carry. All right, next would be 5C, 11221 Northeast 9th Avenue, installation of solar panels. Okay. Well, they took them off the front, it looks like, and they put them all on the side. Is it the second to last sheet, number 1? So they moved them off of the,
Yes. Yeah, they added more to the back and they took them off the front. We were about to get Edward.
No, I just was like, totally confused what we.
You guys again. Motion to approve.
yeah, I'm sorry, that was David Scarlett.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carried. Tell them thank you for working with us. Long time coming.
It's been a pleasure with you.
6D, 710 Northeast 121st Street, tile re-roof. It looks like the garage and the main structure
It's a
is a
charcoal blend.
Argo gray.
Motion to approve.
David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Other options?
Like 2 different things of charcoal.
And there's actually a third in between those two, same description.
Saxony,
Money laundering.
charcoal.
Doesn't make sense.
When in doubt, that's something.
Next will be 6C, 739 Northeast 118th Street demolition. Let's do that one first. This is a demolition permit. 739.
Motion to approve.
It's 6 foot all the way around.
And
Another house bites the dust in Biscayne Park. David, Scarlett, on favor, and hold on, it's got a little funky thing in there, is it? Oh, I see. It's on the property line. David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Is that I know you're in the industry. That's the official title for that, a little funky thing?
It's interesting that's that little cutout there. Anyway, next would be 6F, 739 again, Northeast 118th Street, temporary construction fence. Oh, no, we just did that.
Oh,
No, we just did the demolition. I'm sorry. Here's the temporary construction.
that end from the edge goes all the way around. Motion to approve.
David and Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next would be 6G, 744 Northeast 113th Street, metal re-roof. Another metal roof. Italianero.
What number was this?
6G, 744 Northeast 113th Street. All right, so we have the roof plan. We have a 612 slope, so that's gonna be 12-inch overhang.
According to their own.
They have an 8-inch overhang. And they're asking for charcoal gray. Oh. Another one of these little woodsies.
Really likes this company that sells the matte black angler. Let's write them a letter. Motion to deny based off of failing to meet 12-inch overhang with 6-inch fascia.
David, Ed, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion to deny is approved.
And we're sure on that 612
That's
dimension.
Paperwork that they have. I mean, they have a very high pitched roof. It's that little cottage. It's like.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying 612 doesn't have a difference for what it is.
No,
Because it's over than 4 and above. Yeah, that's what I figured.
But they don't even have overhangs on the ends, the gables.
It's almost a Cape Cod house.
Would be, the candidate for a shingle, or the engineer letter thing. Next would be 6I, 920 Northeast 117th Street, impact window installation. There's a lot. Is this just a catalog that they have here? Is this just the catalog from the company? This Echo?
Page,
Yeah.
page,
This has every window imaginable.
page 13, it has it and it has each one labeled.
10 is like. what-
Okay, so.
Wait, for 6I.
So we have a horizontal roller on the left, fixed door, horizontal roller, a casement across the front. Only question would be what is the color? Have everything in here except for the color. We just do a motion just to approve, as long as it's white or chart or,
Motion to approve pending pre-approved color
you know,
choice
just
selection.
So they'll just have to submit color. Just email to me for me to eyeball it. Never mind, please. David, Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, next is gonna be 6K, 1075 Northeast 119th Street, impact windows and doors.
All horizontal rolling basement.
HR, casement. Same thing. Do we have a color? White, says frame, white.
Motion to approve.
David, Ed, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Okay, next on the agenda is gonna be 6L, 11410 Griffin Boulevard, foundation repair. It's pretty easy. One 11410. Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of next door to you. isn't it? So they're just putting some kind of floor supports under the house, which really doesn't have a lot to do with zoning, but
What color are the floor supports?
red with X's on it.
Motion to approve.
David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Okay, next, 6Q, 11820 Northeast 12th Court, fence repair. I was asked to repair my
The
fence,
description of the work.
but apparently the work exceeded the code threshold. $100. So and after the fact permit is required. I like that.
Right, and we have just fixing two sections.
It's out from the corner of the house back. And exactly what it is.
Fence, no indication of what is, no photos.
Can we Google this? 11822. So it looks like it's just a board on board that's existing there. And on the other side of the house is a shadow box, looks like. We just motion it as long as it's a wood 6 foot high, no more than 6 foot wood shadow box or board on board.
Yes.
Second.
Okay, is that good? Okay, Scarlett, David, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, 6T, 12025 Northeast and 8th Avenue, impact doors, Wilson. Not really sure where this is at. Impact doors. A lot of doors. So the windows that are there are white. So as long as these new doors are white, I guess. It'll match what's existing. This is the house that's like back, I think it backs up to the B house behind it. 121st Street. It's right on the corner, 120th and 8th. But all their windows are white. Thoughts?
Motion to approve white doors.
Second.
Okay, Scarlett, David, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
By the way, they do have like a white door circled.
They do? Okay.
Page 7, the Mr. Glass. Circled and it says white frame with privacy glass.
Okay, so it's white. Okay, so things. So our next meeting is gonna be September 23rd. We all gonna be here? Everybody okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there one that's gonna be on October 7th? I have to leave for work on October 6th. that
I
Sunday.
believe, is that a holiday, the 7th? Is that Columbus Day?
I know today I have to travel then, but
Okay.
no, it's a Monday.
We should just
so-
check, we should check see what they have us scheduled for. Because if not, it would be the 14th and the 28th. The good news is we have an app board that will be considered for tomorrow. He's applying for the alternate position. David, you know about that. So which
That's what I applied for in there. Your first meeting's on Monday. It's like, oh, okay.
he wants to be a part and he wants to commit from what he's told me. But he's got his 2 new children, and so he's nervous about committing full time. So when in my discussion with him, I was like, well, why don't you come on as an alternate, and then you could be there when we have a problem with quorum, or you can come all the meetings and participant. But it was part of the way of him to get on the board. So you kind of ease into it exactly. So
As long as he comes on the golf cart rides beforehand where we check out every thing on the docket.
I used to do that on the weekends back in the day. When you go for a walk on a Sunday, you go walk all over the village.
Okay, so the next meetings for the month of October would be October 7th and the 21st.
Yeah, so 7th I won't be here. So if he gets accepted, then he gets one in the hole and one at bat.
There you go. All right, so any other meeting, any other discussion, anything? We're good? Okay, motion to adjourn, please. Motion. Okay, Ed? David, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion for adjourn. All right, thanks.